the Vintage Hikers.
Hey guys. Well, here we are doing a little intro to our little walk about the park over the weekend. We did a little quick one-nighter.
We finally got out camping. It's been forever.
There was fire and hiking and rocks, many rocks, lots of rocks.
Basically, I'm going to put a little map up if you're not familiar with where we're from. We live in Middle Tennessee, and our playground is South Cumberland State Park. Friday afternoon, we headed out from Stone Door and went into Big Creek Gulf Trail down through some rocks and up to the Alum Campground where we spent the night.
It's about 700 feet up and down to get from through Stone Door down to the bottom of the creek and up along there and back up again to the campground. And
then the Saturday morning when we got up, we did that in reverse. And then to get some more miles, we added the Big Creek Rim, which is the top part, fairly easy. And then there's a place called the Laurel Trail that took us back to Stone Door. So the first day we hit Ranger Falls. In the video we talk about Greeter Falls. We didn't end up going to Greeter. We've done that back in November, and there's like a spiral staircase involved, and we didn't want to take our packs.
Beautiful waterfalls, really wicked difficult hiking in South Cumberland State Park. It's as difficult as anything. It's a great place to go train. There's a couple of loops we can do out there. We're going to do one over 4th of July. It's about 4 days. And
we were lucky enough to catch some rappellers. We got that for you. Played around with the GoPro. It was more hit than miss, but we hope you enjoy it. And in the description, I'll kind of try to tell you what happens when, just so you know what's coming on in the video. And we appreciate, as always, your watching. And if you have comments or questions, we'll ask you for them in advance because we're just going to close it out without you seeing us again.
Thanks, guys. Less stuff. More fun.
Okay, so it's about, I don't even know what time it is. Maybe 3 o'clock. Oh, there's Rich running into the picture frame. We have made it to Stone Door. It's an absolutely picture-perfect day. Stop now. Okay, we're gonna go the long way to our campsite because we want to take the scenic route. So we are about to head down the
boulder hopping. Woohoo!
Oh, please stop. We are heading down that trail, and it's gonna get interesting, and we will stop and take some video as we can. Brought the GoPro. We'll see how that works out too. Of course, I always have to stop at Laurel Golf Overlook because, you know, it's Laurel. But this is the first overlook. They call them Gulfs here. And we stopped because we realized we'd forgotten to stretch. I've brought a crazy person with me on this hike. I'm not exactly sure where I've left my husband, but I'm sure I'll find him later. Off we go. It's really gorgeous out here. We're so glad that we have it here in our backyard to train on. This is just another one of the Gulfs.
To the rocks below.
Yeah, really. I should watch what I'm doing or I'll be one of those statistics. There, so you can see it's a long way down. This is another overlook. So yeah, this is where they all come out and throw themselves off the cliff.
That guy was sitting there scared after that.
Yeah, that would be me.
You can either go over the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, this is really pretty stunning. I'm trying to practice for McAfee Knob because...
Well, then you gotta get out here and do a
I know. No, I'm not going to do a handstand. I'm not going to be Liz. I need to get far enough out to get a decent picture. But yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Looking down Stone Door. I'm going to just kind of let the camera do the work as much as I can. I didn't even know this was here. This is over off the Rappelling rock. That's the view down the door.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, it is amazingly cool. I'm wondering if I put this in my mesh, if it would work. Just let it keep running. The worst that's going to happen is I have to edit it out later. One last view up Stone Door. It's really amazing if you can ever get here. So now we're heading back down more into the Gulf. We're going to go down a long way and then up. So we're continuing down. It's real rocky and rooty, and yeah, you just got to be careful till you get to the bottom. It's pretty though. It's a great preparation for Pennsylvania, and it's just, yeah, Rocksylvania. Yeah, these things rock. That's why they call them rocks. Okay, so we have reached the next turn. We're not going this way this trip. This is 4th of July trip. there's going to be big fun going that way. We are taking the Big Creek Golf Trail, which is that way. And we only have like 3.1 miles left to get to our campsite, but there are a couple waterfalls on the way. So it's a beautiful day and off we go. Oh, and that's where we came from. Nice, huh? So we're still running alongside the Gulf. It's really beautiful along here. When we go on the 4th of July, we'll be doing a lot more hands-on with rocks like this, but they're alongside us right now. We're almost to Ranger Falls. It's easy going right now, and hopefully there will be a falls. It's been pretty dry. Okay, so we followed the blue blaze and we are at Ranger Falls. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mentioned earlier, this may be the last fall that we had to check off our list for South Cumberland. It's kind of funny because it was the first place we intended to come and it never worked out. A little bit of rock hopping, but definitely worth the trip. It's about 4:30, so we need to probably get moving so we can get back to our campsite because it's another 2 miles, and with this kind of terrain it takes a little bit to get there. If you do follow the blue blaze to Ranger Fall, there's a really nice area right here that's off to the left as you're facing the fall that you could have lunch and picnic. It's just that close to the falls. This is a typical kind of rock cliff that you're going to see. We've been hopping a lot of rocks. This section right through here is not so bad. I don't know what it looks like behind us. Yeah, you can't see. We came through some pretty fun rocks, but we're just taking our time. Unfortunately, we keep going down, and we still got to go back up, and we've only got like 1.5 miles to do it in. But it's really beautiful out here, and we've seen like 2 people. So we diverted, we heard water and came over here, and I'm sure in wetter times that's a beautiful waterfall. There's lots of these little pop-up waterfalls all through the park, but you can see the
tree.
Oh,
yeah, the bark's all beat off it from when the water's rushing down here. How it beats
yeah,
on the tree.
That's cool. And then there is some water down here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it or not because of the rocks.
It goes back underground right there.
Yeah, there are a lot of underground springs and rivers and all kinds of things in this park. But we just kind of detoured to take a look. So we've been walking along for a good little while, listening to this fabulous water. I wish we could get down to it, but I think this is actually part of what our water source will be. We're not sure. It's probably coming from Greeter Falls, which is just up the way a little bit. And we're pretty close to camp, so we're probably within a 1/2 mile from camp.
Straight up.
Straight up, yes. Yeah, it's easy going though right now.
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Sun is becoming a little low, so we need to hustle. Okay, so we got the tent set up. I meant to time lapse it and I didn't do it right. So anyway, this is our campsite, and this is campsite number 4 in Alum, and we're gonna get the tent set up the rest of the way, get everything unpacked. Have a nice fire ring. We've got to go collect some firewood. There's a little bit here. It may be enough. There's a beautiful view here. Got our packs up, but we need to get the sleeping bag out. I'm going to just quickly do this little tour here and then get after it. But, you know, not a bad pitch. It took us about 5 minutes to get the tent up. So when you come out here, there's a beautiful view. It's prettier in the winter when these trees don't have any leaves on them as far as the sunrise view. I'm gonna let everybody see the sheet real quick before we got this sleeping bag all the way on it, because I don't know if we've ever actually shown it to you. It's the Nemo sheet that came with the Duo, and we actually love it because it holds both of our pads together, and we don't have any trouble with them slipping apart. So once we get them in there, when we deflate them, we leave them in place, and it makes it really easy. So
yeah, it's not sticky either, like some of the pads are.
Right. I mean, it's a little extra weight, but for us, it's worth it. Okay, so the house is assembled. You've already seen the outside, and you've seen the sheet. So this is the Duo. We bring it in the summer. We put our packs underneath it, and then we got all our personal stuff in here. We've taken all the food out of our hip belts and all the trash. So that'll all be in the bear bag and it'll be hung. We use our parts of a Z seat. They double as front porches and ass pads. I've got those are not my real camp shoes, but since we're just out here for the day, I just brought some really light flip-flops, and that's a 2-gallon bag that I go ahead and put my shoes in so I can put them inside, because I have this thing about bugs in my shoes. So yeah, I'm a whiner. Because of the drought, our little stream is a lot littler than it was when we were here in the fall, but there's enough. Thank heaven for our knock. We love the knock. So it's filling right up. We only have to fill 2 other bottles after we fill the knock, so we'll have plenty. But it is getting dark, so I don't think we're going to make it to the sunset tonight. Oh well. Well, we got the water going for our dinner tonight, which of course, because we have been missing being out, is going to be a ramen bomb. Mine's a half a ramen bomb because we didn't hike far enough, but we have our pouches that we made following Darwin's video, and then I pre-measure everything out into a Ziploc that we stick downside, and then we have some chicken to add to it to get our protein. And we're building the fire. Because it's such a short trip, we cheat, and we bring our little saw and fire starter, which we will, of course, when we did our section hike at the AT, we never even had a fire because we were too tired after hiking so far. But when we come on little trips like this, we like to have a fire. Gunfire in the background. But other than that...
No, he's chopping wood.
Oh, he's chopping wood. Yeah. Okay.
He hiked in with an axe.
Oh my goodness. So, dinner was good. Ramen bombs. They always taste better in the woods.
Killer.
Yeah.
Threw some chicken in it.
Yep.
Snickers bar for dessert.
I know. We were just discussing that.
Life is good.
I can't imagine that I'll ever get sick of Snickers bars on the AT next year, but I guess it can happen. But
what you get sick of more than anything is me.
No, that's not going to ever happen. But
all day, all night, every night for months, weeks on end, mile after mile. Yeah.
Oh, if you talk like that, I might. But anyway, so the fire is beautiful. The fire is beautiful. I don't know if we're going to have stars or not. I was going to set the GoPro up and film it, but we'll see. We'll get in the tent, play around. Isn't it? We actually have cell phone service, so we'll probably watch YouTube videos and see what everybody on the trail's up to. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. We had a great night's sleep. Perfect weather. We thought it was going to get colder than it was, but it actually only got down to like 60. 64? Yeah. Slept in. Getting up, having coffee, cleaning up camp. We've got a couple of coffee. Yeah, the coffee's ready over there by the camera. We've got a couple of options. We can do a couple different loops, reverse the way we came yesterday, and add a little bit onto it.
No, I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah, you are. It could be up to 11, but everything's working good. Tent set up great. It was the first time we'd actually used the camo in the wild. Unfortunately, I had one of my doors open, and the moon decided to shine in that, so the moon continues to want to keep me up at night.
Yeah, see, camo didn't help you.
Yeah, camo didn't help me there at all, but haven't used the GoPro as much as I had wanted to, which is like pretty much at all. So I'm going to put it on a packed strap and see how that works, but we've got 6 months to dial all this stuff in and see if that ends up going with us. We've got so many things that we're testing out. Lone Peaks did pretty well. I'm going to talk more about those when we do the shoe video. But it's time for me to find a protein bar, and we'll get camp cleaned up and figure out where we're headed. I said, this is for friends of ours who don't really hike. That's what's called a knock. That's the thing we filled yesterday with water, and on the end of it is called a Sawyer squeeze. And that's the filtration device, and Rich is filtering the water.
And it fills the bottle up about as fast as our refrigerator.
Yeah, he hates our refrigerator. I can't say that I fault him there. But anyway, you fill those up, and we usually stop at night, and a lot of times we have enough to cook and have our coffee in the morning and fill our bottles. If not, typically the water source is fairly close. So that's how we do it.
How we do it.
Oh, we do it. Yeah, I just know I had some friends in the very beginning when we started our channel who were interested in how we carry water. And if you're just a day hiker who goes out on long hikes, get yourself one of those, and as long as you stop and get water, you're good. And coffee number 2 is underway.
The decision has been made. He wants to go back the way we came, going down. And then I'll see if I can talk him into going any farther than that. I hope so, because I ate a 360 calorie protein bar and I need to burn it off. Every now and then they give us stairs. We have already descended, gosh, almost 400 feet in 6/10 of a mile. And now we're getting ready to go down and walk along the water. If anybody's wondering, we have not ended up in Pennsylvania, but we're certainly practicing for it. You just can't make time in this kind of stuff, but it's super, super good experience. And yes, we really are on the trail. There's a blaze down there. Oh, and a lot of the blazes are on the ground right now. You have to watch where you're going. Situation pretty much the same. We're at 1338 and we got to get back up to 18, but most of that'll be through Stone Door. Here's one of those big cliffs. And you know, this is kind of what we walk through. You know, you'll have smooth for a little while and then you have some rocks, but we love training out here because when we got to the AT for our section hike, it really wasn't bad after we'd spent so much time hopping over rocks and yeah, well, you know, this is really good for building up your ankles and your balance. And we've had a few slips, but nobody's actually eaten rock yet. So that's good. But the day is young. So these guys stayed at Alum last night too. I'm letting them get ahead of us so that they can do some silk blazing for me because I'm tired of it. Okay, so we're back here. 0.9 to the Stone Door. I don't know if you can see it. You can't. There. Yes, there we go. We're at 1298. And up at the ranger station in 2 miles, it's going to be over 1800. So big fun. Oh, this is a little cool outcropping that if you get stuck in a bad storm, it would be a good place to come. I have to actually go backwards for you to even see how big it is.
Except for when it gets filled with water.
Yeah, a second. Sorry about this, guys. Gives you, it's still like huge. Let me pause. Okay, that gives you a better perspective. It's a big old rock hanging over. Well, we're gonna give this a shot. I'm getting what I paid for with this camera holder, but we're almost to Stone Door. So I'll try to keep you level and not make you seasick. And we think there may be people rappelling.
This guy up here to the right. You see him in the red shirt?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
I'm sure they're rappelling. I don't know if the camera can see them. Yes, they can. Here's the repellers.
But if I'm at the top, around where I fell, I start shaking and instantly start crying. I can't handle that. I think your mama go when she knows what she's doing.
Big fun. Maybe someday. Okay, so we're up here on the rim trail. As you can see, it's real good cruising. Super glad we got to see the repellers for you guys. That's awesome. We're up here at 1900 feet. So yeah, that was a nice, good workout getting up. Now we're just gonna do this and go back to the campground where we started and loop on another easy trail. So we should have about between 10 and 11 for the day. Then we're gonna go eat Mexican food. Okay, so we've come out on a little ledge kind of thing, and whereas before we were way down in there, now we're way up here. This is called the Big Gulf Rim, and we're probably, I don't know, 1.5 miles from the campsite, maybe 2 miles. Real easy going. It's a beautiful day. It's fitting that I should take the Laurel Trail back to the car. It's easy breezy. We did this once before and we just flew, so, and there's not really anything at all to look at.